What are the questions we should ask ourselves before photographing those whom we live with? And how would you suggest approaching photographing these people if you don't share a strong familial bond?
Okay, the second one's easy. If you do not share a strong familial bond with somebody, it need not be familial because not everyone lives with their family. You might be living with your partner, you might be living with friends. But if you do not share a strong bond with them, the only thing to ask yourself is why you want to photograph them. Perhaps you want to photograph them because photography is the only thing that you can do. It's the one catharsis that you need in these extremely difficult times when we are all locked down to our spaces. Or perhaps you are using photography as a means to connect to them. Uh, but yeah, that's one. But beyond that, I do not think one should over intellectualize or overthink why one wants to photograph the people they live with, their family. Sure, when you begin any project, it is a worthwhile exercise to actually ask yourself why you want to do it. However, when you're photographing your family, I think over intellectualizing this is almost like creating an agenda. Is creating an agenda, and then you'll be making all your pictures to sort of fit into that agenda. I really don't think that's necessary. Do it if you want to. Do it because you love to, and sure, along the way you might find several reasons why that were subconsciously influencing you, that was subconsciously making you do this. For instance, if you look at the work of Sam Harris, Sam Harris has been photographing his family for several years, and it was only a few years into it that he realized that the reason he was doing this was because his daughters were growing up, and he really those photographs were his way of holding on to time. Even Swapan Parikh's photographs of his daughter are probably in a similar vein. However, for some other photographers, maybe photographing in their homes, in their family, was probably a way of connecting to the space, of probably remembering the space they grew up in. Maybe for some other photographers, photographing their family has been a way of dealing with a relationship that was probably not very easy. Uh, Maybe the work of Sorab Hura comes to mind when you talk about this. My only point is that sure, it's important to ask yourself why you're doing something, but when it comes to photographing one's own, I think let's not over intellectualize it.